Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? I played some Discover stuff several weeks ago, kind of when the set came out, and honestly, I kind of wanted to look at it again and see if we could try it with some different colors. So today, we're going to be doing some discovering with Rakdos, and I have a feeling it's going to be just as busted. Okay, so these are going to be the Discover cards we're going to go with today. We're going to play Geological Appraiser, because I think I only played this in one deck so far, and I wanted to give another look because the card seems very good. For a lot of obvious reasons, but it can let us roll into some very good cards right after it. Also, we're going to play some Trumpeting Carnosaur because this card's just really good, and having the option of getting all kinds of crazy big creatures that cost 5 is actually pretty nice, and it's an extra removal card if we need it to be in a pinch. And we're going to try Chamil the Inner Sun. This was actually just a cool card I played in a couple decks, and I haven't played it enough to be honest, but this feels like once it sticks, it's actually really hard for your opponent to deal with if they don't get rid of it. Even if there's like a sweeper, you just get a bunch of stuff afterwards, which is actually super nice. Other big cards we're going to be playing are going to be Bonehorde Dracosaur, because why not? If we have a couple things that let us discover 5, there's a chance we get it for free. Of course, we're going to be playing Shieldred the Apocalypse, because it's one of the best things you can do at 4 mana in these colors. And we're going to be playing some Liliana of the Veil. However, we do have a bunch of other just kind of miscellaneous creatures that are going to fill in here, and we'll talk about those after I tell you about the sponsor.
CoolStuffInc.com is a proud sponsor of this channel, and you can show your support while getting 5% off your entire order by using promo code DRAGON at checkout. Need singles for constructed or kitchen table play? Looking to pick up sealed product or the latest in Magic accessories? We've got you covered. CoolStuffInc.com is the place for all your Magic the Gathering needs. And support this channel by using promo code DRAGON at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Now, one of those creatures I do like is Preacher of the Schism, mostly because it has Death Touch, and it has a 4 toughness. So this actually works out well in a lot of different matchups, and it becomes that card your opponent doesn't really even want to block a big chunk of the time, but every time you attack, it gets a trigger and you get something really good out of it. We're also going to be playing Gix Yawgmoth's Praetor. Don't really know how good this is going to be in the list. If there were a card I was going to replace, this might be one of the first ones. Probably with the Black Werewolf, the Trespasser, probably, but we'll see how it works out in here. Gonna be playing some Blood Tithe Harvester, just another good removal card, and sometimes the blood tokens can work out too for us. And we're gonna play some Deep Cavern Bat. You're probably seeing this all over the place in a bunch of different decks for a lot of reasons. The card's just good. But these are gonna be the key cards. There's some other removal we're gonna play, but you can get the whole deck list at the end of the video like always, or just go down to the description, look for the blue arrows, it'll take you to our Moxfield link, and you can get today's deck list and a pile of other sweet decks for standard. Now though, let's go see if this whole Discover thing really is as busted as we think it is. Okay, we get to go first, and this actually isn't too bad the way our hand is set up. The only downside is right now, if we want to play Harvester on 2, we don't get to play Liliana on 3, so a lot of this might come down to what we draw on this, on our first actual draw. But we do have a cut down available, so we could just play Restless Vince on 2 and then cut down something if they play a creature here. They're also playing similar colors, so we'll just pass. No reason to really mess up our situation here. And they're playing nothing. Nope, there it is. Cacophony Scamp. Alright, I guess we'll take a point, because we're not going to have a lot of things to hit with. Well, actually, that deck we probably will have a lot of things to hit with cut down. But that said, we can just roll right into Harvester, then we can play Liliana. We have double Liliana. That's a thing. Alright. I hadn't really thought about this, but I don't know if I'd rather have Appraiser or Shieldred here. I think we go Appraiser first. Oh, they're going straight up Jund here. Okay. Got the 3-color mix and they hit all their land. Let's see if we can find an untapped land here. They have a Picnic Ruin. I sort of expected there would be something like that. Liliana should help us here, though. Oh, it's not going to help us now, though. Dang it. That's super unfortunate. Land comes in tapped. However, we can kill both things here now, though. If we really want to, since we're going to use Harvester anyway, we use Harvester to kill the Scamp. Scamp shoots us. We use Liliana, make them sacrifice, get rid of Ruiner. Otherwise, we use Liliana, get rid of Ruiner. Well, we make them sacrifice, they get rid of Scamp. But then the 1 point just kills Liliana, and then we're still in the same situation. So if we're going to do that, we at least do this and get to keep a Liliana after the fact and go to 18. Us being at 18 likely isn't going to be a make or break situation. Especially with us holding Shieldred and having a blood token we can blow up later.
When I win, you're telling me what
Alright. So now they might spin some removal on Liliana if they have it, but we at least make them use another card to go at a Planeswalker instead of at us. But their hand's pretty loaded. Those decks, though, tend to play a lot of spells because they want to be pumping creatures and getting trample with their double strike or whatever, so there's a chance there's not that many threats over there. We'll see, though. Okay, NT, followed by... NT gives trample, too, right? Yeah. Cool. Alright, so there's the burn spell. So, where I was going to play like a Praiser or something, I think we're just going to keep them off threats right now.
a fight? And you think you can win?
And then if we want to plus Liliana next turn, it works out fine because we'll discard whatever, probably whatever we draw, because both these are pretty good. We're not going to be discarding these. Alright, there's a Ruiner. I mean, if they have an Audacity or something, you just play it now. Oh, that's interesting. That's a cool way to go. I hadn't seen that done in that deck before. Pretty sweet. I like it, though. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. So then we draw. Well, if we get a removal card here, we're kind of set, right? Well, we didn't, so that's a whole different issue. So the interesting thing here is we could Appraiser and try to get into another thing. Oh, I should have kept that to discard, actually. That was dumb. Because I'm not going to get to play both spells here. I should have kept the land. I even said that last turn and then didn't do it. Alright, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to get 2 life, risking that we're going to end up getting rid of a better card here. But I just want to make sure we get use out of that. Alright, that's fine. We were going to get nothing out of it anyway. Then we each discard a card. Oh, good one to make them discard too. Alright. Let's see what they find. So at some point, they got to draw land, right? And this is kind of a weird thing. Like, if they attack... I was going to say, are we going to do that? Okay. So now that's going to put some pressure on us. I mean, they probably go after Liliana, because if they don't, Liliana just makes them sacrifice their only creature. So that saves us a bunch of damage this turn. So that's fine. We're okay with that.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
We're at 21 currently. But yeah, not keeping that land in hand ended up being a big mistake. Because having discarded that land and then being able to play the Appraiser here could have ended up different. Though I guess we would have Appraisered into a Harvester. So it's kind of whatever, I suppose. But still. Could have made a difference. In the turn, we do also have Restless Vents as a blocker. If we need it. But I mean, a couple of attacks, they might just get us here. But they're also at 12, so we'll see. Alright, you got it. That's just a land. That doesn't get us dead. Alright, that's a thing with Menace. That they have to draw and discard. Well, discard if they... They'll draw if they discard something, but we're just going to double block here. Take 12. But yeah, having potentially another 2 bodies, or another body, I guess, a 3/2, would have been pretty nice. But ultimately, doesn't change much here. Oh, that's not what we wanted. Alright. See if we can find something. You know what? That don't hurt. I'll tell you that right now. Excellent. Excellent. Got bailed out for my dumb mistake from earlier. And it was a geological appraiser that did it. So fitting. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. Yeah, opponent's at 6. They can't discard a card, so they have to pay 3, which they can't. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to keep it. Don't know how double Cavern Bat works out sometimes, but we'll see. Like, if this is the... I was going to say, the Boros, Hyper Aggro, whatever, then the life gain could matter. And getting a key card out of their hand could be good. We just have to hit some bigger creatures along the way so that we could take advantage of some things. Whoop, almost played the wrong land there. So if we do this right, maybe this works out. Alright, we'll take Adam Pakal. Curious what they left on top. Alright, no blocks. We take some damage. Ooh. Ooh, that makes me want to change things. Damn. Because I kinda, sorta wanted to play Geological Appraiser next turn. I think we're still going to. I think that's still better. Oh, Roaming Throne. We'll definitely take that. Alright, don't want to attack with our Cavern Bats, unfortunately, because then they just kill it with the Iganjo. So we're in a bad spot, because we can't block or attack with our bats at the moment, which is kind of terrible. Alright, Brutal Cathar to get their Anapakal back. Fair enough. Then I think we're just on Preacher. Nah, we're not on Preacher. We're just going to go Appraiser. Maybe if we're lucky. Oh, we got another Appraiser. That could be kind of cool. Getting a first strike Dracosaur next turn could be nice too. What do we kill? We kill this and get our bat back, right? And just be a nuisance to the opponent here. Take that. Attack. Alright. The opponent still has good attacks here. They still don't control a legendary creature, though. But our life total is getting low, and they now have a flyer. So, we're hoping to draw an untapped land here so we can play this Dracosaur. We failed. So what do we do about that? I guess we just do this, then. Hey, that'll work. Alright. Awesome. Alright, we're keeping this, banking our opponent having creatures. If they're playing a control deck, this is just going to be real sad. Because our hand's going to do next to nothing. I mean, it's still not going to do a lot if we don't find land, but, you know. Oh boy, I guess we're going to be living on these here, go for the throats for a bit. Let's just see if we can stay alive long enough. That's what the plan is here. Rages are incoming. Yeah, you rage up the Swift Spear, and then we try to kill the infantry or something. Oh, Crescendo. Alright, we'll start here. There's a rage that they have for next turn, so we know that. We did not find land, which is backbreaking here. Because being able to play 2 spells next turn would have been potentially huge. We gotta use the rage, right? Stolen Vitality. Alright. That's a thing that happened. Alright, we'll kill this then. Take our 5. Go to 7. Not great. Okay, how do we not die here? Vitality gives it first strike, right? If it's your turn, the creature gains trample. Okay, otherwise it gets first strike. Man, can we risk a Cavern Bat? I think we have to. I mean, we know they don't have land. Ugh, gross. Jeez. All right, we take that, I guess. I mean, they can use both, so we really need an untapped land next turn. And we don't even know what they drew here. They could have still drawn something that's really bad for us. Alright, down to 5. Mano faces Kakazan. Puts us to 4. We're going to kill the bat. Probably not fling their creature here. I wouldn't imagine. I mean, I don't know. They put us to 2. Okay, that's a thing. We're not dead if we do this, so that's a positive. Pass the turn. I mean, we're struggling, y'all. We're at 4. If that's something that just pumps a creature and they attack, we can still kill that. No blocks. Alright. I gotta try. In case that's just like play with fire or something. Probably just a land. Nope, it's that guy. Annoying because that thing does have trample. But we attack, get a point back here, go to 5. Finally can start dropping these duders out. The downside is I think we have to double block at this point. Because anything they have that pumps up infantry is just bad for us. So sadly, I think this is what we gotta do. And if it's like a rage or something, we're just dead, I think. Yeah. That's gonna get us. Man, just no land killed us in that one. I'm gonna gamble on this going first. Hopefully the opponent doesn't have like a super fast creature start or something. Alright, that was probably the best thing we could have hoped for here. Yeah, I guess we just pass. It was kind of weird, but if they're just playing a bunch of removal, like, what else are we going to do? Alright. See if we can get something out of this. I mean, I assume they have at least some combination of cut down and go for the throat. Oh, Liliana's just a free bonus. That's cool. Interesting. They're going after our creature land. Fair enough. Based on our hand, I guess we just get a swamp.
No more distractions.
Make us each discard. I think.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
I'm going to get rid of... Probably just... Probably just Preacher here, sadly. Mostly because these can still be removal. And if we do get to 6 mana, it's just a nice bonus. Wishful thinking that we're going to find 2 more lands, but, you know, gotta believe. Alright, let's attack. Okay, I'm going to plus, but I'm wondering if the opponent has burned down the house, because it looks like it might be that kind of deck, but let's find out. If so, we get wrecked pretty hard here, but we just follow up with another Liliana and see what happens, I guess. Because this looks like that type of deck. Yep. What I thought.
Knew this was a waste of time.
So I'm going to lead with this. I feel like this is just going to be one of those decks where they're just trying to play Big Atali or Breach the Multiverse. Wish I wouldn't have missed a land on that previous turn, though. We're going to attack. See if they want to kill this or not. Give us a card. Alright, there's a go for the throat on that. And hopefully this just finds us enough to stay in this game. Not sure if you're it or not, but we'll find out. Gonna kill a Shieldred? Yep. Alright, let's see if land 7 brings the Atali or the Breach. There it is. Oh, it's just a Carnosaur. It's neither of the other options. Okay. That's really good for us. That feels like that could have been infinitely worse. So we'll take it.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it. I've always hated crowds.
We'll attack. Alright, opponent's at 8, and we are now representing lethal. But they do have 3 cards. And could possibly wipe out our board still here. Depending on what they have. Yep, there's a burn down the house, followed by... Oh no, they're just making the 1/1s. That's fair. I mean, this could be kind of tough for them now, though, if they don't have a go for the throat. Because you know we're trampling here. And we have a land you want to block. Oh, so they're just getting rid of her. Okay, that's cool. That's a good play. And now you take out Liliana. I mean, that makes sense. Alright. Our land, though, is menacing. I don't know if they're aware of that.
With friends.
That Liliana isn't going to do too much, is it? But... we get to attack. Decline. Play this. And then +1. Just to put the opponent in a position of either, like, having to attack Liliana or let her sit there. Don't let them sit on the card in their hand. Because minusing Liliana wouldn't have done anything. They just sacrifice one of the devils and then just hit her for 1, so. Alright. Wonder if they're going to play the sweeper and then just kill Liliana and hit us anyway here. Sort of what that feels like. Oh, there's a Shieldred's Edict. Okay. That makes sense. Might as well use it, because you weren't going to get many other opportunities, so that makes sense. Alright, we're going to activate this. We're going to decline to do anything with that, though they can actually use a Field of Ruin. Alright. I mean, we'll tap for mana that we can't use, because, you know, phase will end and all that good stuff. But I think I'm going to get a mountain. And then our second main, we'll just play this guy. Alright. Man, where's Jamil at? We need that thing. Jamil would be great right now. My god, how many of these things do they play? They play... Okay. Alright. They're playing both Demolition Field and Field of Ruin. I don't know if that means they have a set of them or what, but crazy. I think we're just casting this for 7. And then doing nothing. Alright. No attacks. So then now we can get back Carnosaur or Shieldred. It's probably just going to be Carnosaurs. Yeah, that's going to do it. Alright, we keep it. Oh boy. Hey, we at least get to temporarily steal something with the Deep Cavern Bat. So that's nice, right? Boy, there's a Squee, there's a Monstrous Rage, there's a Phoenix Chick. Oh my gosh, these are all bad. I guess we just take the Play with Fire and just make it hard for the opponent to deal with stuff. Okay, we'll take that. That's not the best thing, but alright, this is serviceable. We can work with this. Pass the turn. So I assume they'll try to play Squee if they got a land here. Okay, they didn't get a land, so no Squee. No blocks. They're doing nothing there. Wow. I thought they might try, but... Alright, we'll kill this. And we're playing Shieldred into a Squee next turn, so... If you got it, you got it. And if they don't play anything, then we just try to Liliana. Because what else are we going to do? Okay, well, that's a thing. Yeah, they're attacking and raging. We aren't blocking. Just letting you know. Like, it's worth it, more worth it for us to take the damage than it is to risk losing the Shieldred there. Alright, so we do this. Make them sack a thing. Obviously, we're going to take a point.
Off you go.
Can't attack here, really, because we know they have a Squee now. We can gain life off of one Restless Vent next turn, so we can gain 4. Yeah, this is just going to be really, really tight. Really tight. And if they have the right pump and burn spells, we're still dead. Yeah. Oh, they're going to Witchstalker Frenzy. That's huge, actually. That is also big, but probably not big enough. Dang, that hurts. Alright. I mean, we go to 4. We're not dead, but we're real close. The wrong burn spell or pump spell, we just die here. Alright, Squee doesn't kill us, but does put us very low. Alright, so we'll block here. Go to 3. Still can't really attack, because if they get a land, Squee obviously makes us miserable. This card's also very good, so I don't want to get rid of this. But I kind of want to draw and gain life off of it. Alright, we're going to risk not gaining life and hope we don't die. Alright, here's hoping. Don't get a pump spell? Okay, we're not dead. That's all we could ask for here, right? Interesting. I might have put it on the Phoenix chick. Realistically. Alright, going after her, which makes sense.
It's no fun when they hit back.
Okay, let's go... Creature, when we pack player with most life, we'll actually get a 1/1 blocker with lifelink, which we enjoy. So let's do that. That makes life a little easier. Maybe we'll get a removal spell for the Phoenix chick. We'll see, though. Alright, they're letting it through. Play the Carnosaur. And now I think we're okay. Oh, even better. Yeah, now we've got blockers. We should be okay here. We got Tramplers, we got Lifelinker. Even if they got a land for the Squee, it doesn't matter with us being at 7. That is a tough comeback. I mean, I'm going to keep this, but I know we have to draw sick on the first couple of draws, or else this hand's just going to be trash. That helps at least. Don't know if it's going to get anything, and stay alive, but we at least have a play. Alright, well, there's a chance we don't do anything. But if this also gets make disappeared, we kind of can live with that versus our better cards getting stopped. That's okay. Now we need to find some untapped lands. That's the next step of this equation. Alright. What do you got going on, opponent? Just gonna kill our dude. Okay. Don't think I'm gonna roll out Shieldred just yet with the way things are set up. I think I'm gonna see if we can get some other value here. That'll work. Not particularly the card we wanted, since I'll be able to double block our dudes or whatever and just trade off, but it's something. Okay, Rafine it is. Interesting. So it's possible we could get a removal card for a Rafine here. All things considered. Wow, they discarded 2 of them. Okay. This seems like a solid attack step for us. That card is not what we wanted, though. So that's a bit of a punishment, unfortunately. I guess we go here. At least force them to have a removal card to deal with Shieldred. Otherwise, they just lose a bunch of life when they attack with Rafine. They could also have, like, Wandering Emperor, which is super unfortunate. Nope, it was just a Destroy Evil that time. Fair enough. Alright. Draw and discard. And Schooner. Man, that's a loaded list over there. Alright, come on tap lands so we can get these Bone Horde Dracosaurs down. Yep, seems legit. Why not? Well, not quite what we're looking for. But since we can do this, we can pick off one of the things that matter for them. Go ahead and attack. Alright. Deep Cavern Bat. Boy, do I have choices. Like, I got things. Yeah, even, and the question is, like, if you have another Destroy Legion in hand, are you going to use it to target the Preacher? Do you want to save it for a Dracosaur? Do you take a Dracosaur knowing you have another Make Disappear? Like, there's a lot of things for them to figure right now. Yep. Alright. So I feel like this means they either have a removal or a counter. Because otherwise, I think you would have taken the Appraiser. But I could be wrong. Alright, they're discarding lands, so now they have spells they want to hold on to. At least it appears that way. Okay, so try to attack with Creature of the Schism. See what the opponent wants to do with that. And I'm okay just attacking here and not using the Harvester just yet, because ultimately if the opponent wants to block with both, then we get to Death Touch both creatures. I don't think they will, but you never know. Alright. So we get to connect for 2. We made a 1/1. I think we're going to go ahead and do this because we don't have a good block and we'd rather them not gain a bunch of life on the coming turns. Alright. We will run the first one into a counter that I'm pretty sure is there. Yep. Alright. Then we figure out what to do from here. Alright, so they have Rafines and Deep Cavern Bats they can play. Alright, fair enough. Yep, there's another Deep Cavern Bat. You got it. Yeah, you might as well take the other Dracosaur. Alright, good news is that's only going to leave one creature back for them. So we don't have to worry about another thing coming down, but the bat will be a 3/3 now. So they will gain life if they block, but I don't think they will. They'll just save that for next turn. They're reaching the point where attacking is almost going to have diminishing returns for us here. Ooh, but we did find Shieldred, and that changes things a little bit. Alright. We're going to attack. Yeah, just attack there. I was say, I don't think they want to give us a Dracosaur here, which is fine. We're going to go ahead and run this out. And we're just going to hope they don't have removal in hand. And we can punish Rafine here. I mean, we're dead anyway. We're going to die to their flyers, so it doesn't really matter. I really needed to play Geological Appraiser and see if we could find a removal. Only way... Yeah, even the opponent attacks for 4 things. Well, they don't have 4 things to attack with. Yeah. Alright. I guess we'll keep this. Alright. Hey, on the plus side, at least our removal's going to get to do something here. I mean, I say that. Go for the Throat doesn't do anything to, like, a schooner, but that's a different problem. Alright. Question is, how do we want to handle this? Now that we drew this, that sort of changes things. Huh. I guess we'll go with this and possibly cut down something. Alright, I mean, we just take a point. I mean, I'll try to fire this off, why not? I doubt they're going to fight to keep a 1/1. And we were correct. Now, this is going to be like Tishana's Tidebinder or whatever that thing is, but that's fine. Nope, that's just a straight up counter. Okay. Well, I guess we'll do what we can do to try to kill this guy. I wasn't expecting this to be a thing. Alright, let's go here first. See what counters they've got, if any. Sweet! That's exactly what we want to see. Alright. That worked out well. Yeah, I was actually just playing Deep Cavern Bat first. They have a Haughty Shan and a Terror. Not the cards we want to see, but, you know. Could be worse. Alright, Terror, you got it. They don't want to put their Haughty Shan at risk, understandably. They do have 2 spells in the yard. Alright, so they have a 2/4 Haughty Shan. They attack, we're not blocking. We are not interested in that trade. Go ahead and run this out. See what type of counter spell they have available. I'm just going to replay that. In case you're wondering. Wow, they drew a lot of Haughty Shans this game. Alright. Yeah, not interested. It's like, really not enough value there for us. Would you like to counter this? They would not. Or maybe they would like to and just can't. Attack. I will pay a little bit here, actually. Take action. And I'll take action. Alright, that works. In the turn. Yeah, mono blue control just feels like not the place you want to be these days. Yeah, they're going to lose life to all that card drawing. Yeah, attacking does nothing here. I mean, I'll just block. Actually, I wouldn't even block, to be honest. Yeah, sure. Alright, that works. Yeah, I guess we keep it. I mean, we're a mana short of playing Bone Horde, and there's stuff we can find between here and there. So, let's see. Oh, I should have played Restless Vince there. That was a bit of a mistake, but now that we're in it. Oh, well, cut down incoming. They chose not to use the cut down. And there's a Glissa, so let's take the cut down. Because otherwise they would just get rid of this. And now they kind of have to choose on like play Glissa this turn or kill our creature. And then now we could play Liliana. So that's a thing.
No more distractions.
Alright. But not playing that Restless Vince there on that turn 1 is going to come back to bite us. Unless we draw an untapped land here. Yep. Go for the throat help? Nope. Well, we did find an untapped land, so that does help. Opponent does have a go for the throat, however. So, we don't necessarily want to just run out Shieldred here. They would be able to kill this Harvester, come after Liliana, so we don't want to do that. I think we play a Praiser here and see if we could find something good. But it could also be go for a throat. Oh, it's the other Liliana. Alright, I guess we do it and get rid of Shieldred. That's fine. Should have used that first just in case, but mistakes happen. That at least buys us some time, I guess. And if they use their removal on these things, then we at least get Shieldred more likely without any issues. Yep. That still leaves them all the mana to do everything they want here. Nope, they're just going to play a body. Okay. Fair enough. I think knowing what we know, we make them discard. I'm going to get rid of this. That would be our 6th land. I feel like we don't need this as badly right now. Back with this. Alright. I mean, you're going to use it. Yep. I'm just hoping we get enough value off the dragon next turn that it doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll block. Why not? I mean, they get their creature back if they want to do that, but that's okay.
I think you look better as a corpse.
Alright, did you get another cut down? We found a cut down. That doesn't do too much other than just send that in circles. Let's go ahead and attack. Alright, let's play that. Let's play this. Let's plus. You guys should plus first before showing them the Dracosaur, but that's fine. Where's our Carnosaur? That's what we want to see. Alright, use a turn for a Terra Sunder. Fair. Let's see. We could play this. We can use this.
Drop it.
We can activate this. And attack for 3. Alright. They keep finding removal. Like, good on them. Oh, that's annoying, duder. Do I want to discard this? Alright, let's just make them sack that. I think I am just going to discard this, see what we find.
One of your friends has to leave.
Well, didn't really matter much. And I could have discarded it to search for something else, but at this point, I'm kind of just saying, let's just see what we can do here. Alright, Liliana finally going to die? Excellent. Alright, come on, deck.
Sorry, I'm not interested. interested
Hey,
in
excellent.
buying
Oh, wait.
today.
Oh. So we've got a Shieldred, and they've got Flesh Gorger. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. I mean, we know they have Terra Sunders or whatever. If they just draw it, they draw it. So I might as well get something big out of the yard that you don't want me to have. Because secret, I am not going for Shieldred. Yep, exactly. Because that doesn't die to go for the throat. That would have been the whole reason there. But getting Glissa is kind of cool. You know what? I'm at 21. Yeah, let's go ahead and get Glissa. Why not? Just value over value. Put it in our hand. And we'll attack. Alright, end the turn. Sure, go digging. Alright, works for me. I think we're in good shape here. Alright, finally going to use that cut down. Or get that cut down back. They obviously found another one. We're going to kill one of these, and that should be game. Now we'll go ahead and get that. Activate one of these. And we proceed to attack. After a very crazy long game. That was a good one. And we can kill the blocker for bonus action. Wow, kind of had it all there. And we get a Shamil afterwards, so we don't really need it. Okay, fair enough. We go first. Yeah, this is actually a very solid start. Assuming our opponent's playing creatures, so we can kill something with a cut down. Well, did not quite get what we want, so let's just see what they've got in hand. It's dinosaurs. Okay. Well. Guess we take the paleontologist. And these are a bit of a ways off, so alright. Okay, well our hand kind of plays itself here, so I think we're just going to go ahead and kill paleontologist. We'll attack and play this guy. Alright. Now we do know they can still use Carnosaur as a removal card. Which they probably want to kill the Harvester. Okay, I would have probably killed Harvester first, so the next time you play one of those it lives. But this does also mean that they could play, if they get an untapped green source, could play 2 Duders next turn. Go ahead and do this. Hey, we'll take that. Get our attacks in, draw a card. Excellent. Excellent. Especially since Harvester's likely going to get to kill a mana creature here. I'm going to say that. They could play the 5/3 dinosaur here. Nope. They're going with their other critters. Did they call dinosaur with this? Yeah, so they can't play this, actually. Probably needed to call human in that instance, but it's whatever. If they get a 5th land, they can play Hatcher and attack for 3. How do I feel about that? I think we go ahead and just kill this. And then we attack first. And mostly because if they do get dinosaurs, like, our other dude wasn't going to kill the dinosaurs. Ooh, Shamil, that's awesome. Oh, that's great too. Dang, we got all the value here. Alright, we're going to do this. We only need to get to 6, so we can play the discard game here, and that's fine. Get rid of this mountain.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Alright, end the turn. Yep. Land Hatcher, so Hatcher can go after Liliana. Or at least an egg can turn into a dinosaur. Yep.
You picked a fight with the wrong necromancer.
Let's go ahead and, you know, I'm gonna attack with both of these. Feel like there's nothing to lose here, really. Like, wow, they just took it. Alright, well, we're definitely gonna draw. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay, that was a bit disappointing. Oh, I guess we're going to go ahead and do this first. We'll discard a swamp. And then let's see what we get off of this. Nice. Nice. That's exactly the best thing we could have got. So now, even if they get one of their big dinos, we don't care as much now. I mean, they could have the same play, Carnosaur and a Dracosaur, and then we're just trading first strikers, but... Oh, no! That actually kills our Dracosaur! Oh, how good is that? That's a great pull by the opponent. Yep, have your 5/3 deal damage to our 5/5. That's legit. Hilarious. Love it, though. Can't even be mad about it. Oh, the thing is here, they can't attack, though, or they die to the trample damage. Interesting. Well, they're going to die anyway, though, right? Because we just make them discard a thing. Or sacrifice a creature, I mean. Yeah. Alright. And we can activate events.
Off you go.
And we attack. Discard a Takanuma. Why not? Oh, well, that's a nice bonus. Wasn't even expecting to draw that. Yep. That'll work. Yeah, if there was anything I would change right off the bat after playing those games, probably removing Preacher of the Schism to get in the Trespassers, I think could be good. I'd even go to 61 and play 3 Trespassers, personally. Mostly because I think you still want a little bit of extra game against, like, the graveyard decks. You know, a little extra life gain against mono red, stuff like that. I think this still works out pretty well. But I don't hate the Preacher of the Schism. I just think the way this deck works out, sometimes having that extra bit to gain some life could be very good. But yeah, this played well. I think you could do without Shamil, possibly. I think that is just better against, say, like the control matchups. But you could also just get there on the value of your Discover cards as well, and Liliana sometimes. So, don't know how much Shamil is necessary, but it's an interesting card. But if somebody wanted to argue, like, hey, cut Shamil, play another Virtue, play another Trespasser, I think you could justify that if you wanted to. But the list we ended up playing was 2 Cut Down, 4 Deep Cavern Bat, 4 Go for a Throat, 4 Harvester, 2 Gix Yawgmoth Predator. Now we'll have 2 Graveyard Trespasser, 3 Liliana the Veil, 3 Shieldred, 4 Geological Appraiser, 2 Bonehorde Dracosaur, 3 Trumpeting Carnosaur, 1 Shamil, 1 Virtue of Persistence. 5 Swamp, 1 Takanuma, 3 Mountain, a Sekinzan, 4 Blackcleave Cliffs, 3 Haunted Ridge, 4 Restless Vents, and 4 Sulphur Springs. Yeah, and I played a ton of extra games. I'm kind of doing this edited portion even after I was editing because, like, I played a lot more games afterwards. And this was actually I played a lot when I was learning the deck too. And what I figured out is there's actually just a lot of times you have to really focus on what your starting hand is, right? Like how the card's going to work. Think about like if something's going to get countered or, you know, removed, can you still stay in the game? Especially on those early turns if it ends up being against like mono red or mono white aggro. Or if you're having to sequence your cards around the spell counter decks. It can be a little tough to play, even though it looks pretty simple on the surface. But again, I think a card like Shamil is nice, but I think having so many things that are 4, 5, and 6 can work against you a little bit, and I wouldn't mind turning Shamail into a 2 or 3 mana thing to kind of bring the cost down a little bit. I could say you could do without one Carnosaur, but they're just pretty flexible and just get you your best cards a lot of the time, so can't really worry about that. But I think that's one spot you could find some maneuverability, and don't forget about your creature lands. Those are very good in a lot of those matchups. So yeah, overall though, the deck is pretty fun, and there's a lot of value still in Discover. It's pretty crazy. I will say this, actually, now I'm thinking about it, I don't know, while I do like Discover, and I think Discover is a really powerful ability, I don't know if ultimately this is better than just playing the Rakdos control style decks that are trying to get to a Tali, breach the multiverse, whatever. I think those are probably still stronger overall decks than this one is, but this one's at least a lot more fun, it feels like. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Purphoros, God of the Forge. Mostly because this card, you don't get to see it too often, but when you do, man, it's scary. You just have creatures come into play and deal damage to opponents, and you can pump up creatures. And it's cheap to cast. And because it's not always a creature, it's hard to remove. Like, this card's all around solid. And it's still at a pretty reasonable price considering it's only had a couple of minor reprints. And it's at like $10 to $12. So not bad if you still want to pick one up. And I don't know where this would be printed or reprinted right now. So it's possible that unless we see it in whatever, the Modern Horizons 3 or something, this may not have a reprint coming. But keep your eyes on it. But I don't think it'll get too much cheaper than the $10 mark right now, so could be a safe one to pick up. And if you're looking for another fun deck, and if you even just like playing Dracosaur, we did have a really fun deck that just went hard on getting Dracosaur out, and actually was really a lot of fun. So check that one out. But that's all I have you for now. We'll see you next time.